I absolutely left something I need over there. Hold on. Hello, my lovely friends. I'm Margaret. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about the books that I'm going to be reading and some changes that I am doing. If you have been with me from the beginning, you know I normally do monthly TBRs. And that's not been working for me all that well the beginning of this year, simply because I end up doing a lot of, it's just not been working because I'm not following them, number one, or all of them, number one. Number two, it's just, I'm so focused on the Avengers reading challenge that I'm just like, that's my TBR. My TBR is the Avengers reading. So, what's going to happen from here on out is I'm going to do like quarterly TBRs. So this is the second quarter TBR where I sit down and I'm like, these are some books that I actually know I need to have read by the end of this quarter. I forgot one. Hold on. I think I actually am ready. Possibly. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying we're doing quarterly TBRs now, and then I'm also going to be doing every month. I will do the Avengers that month, the announcement for that month, and what I'm planning on reading to complete those mission logs. So I will link. I need to sit down and make some playlists of things and fix things, but we'll get there. We'll get there later. I have my TBR jar. I have a stack of books that I'm not going to drop, and we're going to talk about some of the books that I need to read for this month. So I originally was going to do only 12, but then I thought of 3 other books that I need to read that I'm definitely going to be, well, actually this one doesn't count because I'm definitely reading that I'm reading that next weekend. Hi, my name is Margaret. I am messy. I'm going to talk about the books that I know I need to get working on in quarter 2 of this year. Some of them I should have been working on a long time ago. Technically one of these is actually 6 books, but I'm only holding up 3 because I only own 3. And I'm only going to commit to reading 3. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is I need to finish reading, or not finish reading, I need to start rereading the Mortal Instruments series. I have finished reading Infernal Devices in my Shadowhunters reread of all of the chronological stories, so I need to sit down and figure out which short stories go before these, and then I need to read these 3. I need to read the last 3. Like I said, I'm not committing to those 3 though, but I am trying to read these books chronologically, so there is that. I'm also going to try and work on some of the books that I want to be rereading. The first one would be Lazaretto by Diane McKinney Whetstone, because this is not a series. It's a book that stands by itself, and so I figured that would be a good thing to commit to at the beginning of the year while I'm still kind of getting back into my reading groove. The thing that's going to be tricky about this is I can't listen to that as an audiobook either, but I can't really listen to this as an audiobook because I want to actually like physically read it and be paying much more attention than I was the first time. Like, it was amazing the first time, so I really want to get that kind of read it in text experience. Maybe I'll go back and forth between this and the TBR jar. So let's see what I'm going to be pulling off my shelf. So I'm going to be reading these books I'm going to be talking about, and then I'm going to pick 6 books from my physical TBR. Has it been updated anytime recently? No, it has not, but let's go ahead. We'll just pick let's pick the first 3. I do still need to read Lux by Anna Godberson. By the way, I didn't read that when I picked it for, what, February or something? So at some point I need to read this. This is about, like, it's in 1899, Manhattan. Sounds kind of like a Gossip Girl or Pretty Little Liars, but like in the past. Here is the first book that we're pulling out of here. Is it one I want to read? It is The 100 Rebellion. Let's go. I still would like an explanation as to why Finn is on this cover when he's not in the book. This is fine. This is beautiful. This is what we should have gotten. So this is the final book in the 100 series. I was rereading the series, trying to reread it before I read this, but I don't have access to book 2 at the moment, so I'll just read this one. Maybe at some point if I find it. I really just wish they didn't have these covers because the show just is so meh to me. Maybe if I can find book 2, I'll read book 2 instead, but one of them is getting read in this quarter, I guess. There's one. What's number 2? Number 2. Oh no, I got rid of that. I am not touching Twilight ever again, so. Heroes book, finally. So I am actually excited about this one. This is The Hero Strikes Back by Maura J. Moore. I have been trying to finish this series. I reread the first book last year, I think it was. I have been trying to reread this, or finish the series, and I never got past book 1, but I really enjoyed book 1 and I really liked it. And so I think this is going to be fun. It's about a world where, like, people came from Earth, they landed on Earth, and what they didn't know, or not landed on Earth, they landed on this planet. So it's kind of a sci-fi, but it's set in, like, society has gone backwards a little bit because they landed on this planet and didn't realize that there were like these giant natural disasters that would be happening. And so the natural disasters just kind of made society, I guess, regress to a point where we get to wear pretty dresses and weird stuff. And so there's a magic system in this book because humans develop the power to control these natural disasters and be able to smooth things over so that places on the planet are habitable. But the problem was that these people who were able, these sources that were able to channel the energy out of natural disasters kept dying because it would basically kill them. And then they discovered people are also able to shield sources from the effects of these natural disasters. So if a source and a shield are working together, they're actually able, like they actually have this whole economy and thing that's built around these people going around and being stationed different places so that they're able to like create society. I like the two main characters. I hope we're gonna get some romance between the two of them because like it's not forbidden. It's frowned upon for a source and a shield to be falling in love, but she got assigned to a guy she doesn't really like. The main character just doesn't really like the guy she got assigned to. She thinks he's not awful, she thinks he's conceited and kind of vain, and then she gets to know him, and he's not quite. Okay, and number 3 for this round, I guess, is going to be... Oh, okay. All right, so number 3 for this round is Nocturna by, I'm too close to the camera, by Maya Montaigne. I keep trying to call her Montaigne. This is about a girl who can change faces or steal faces from someone, and there's a prince that's trying to resurrect his brother. I can't words anymore. Ignore me. And magic, and they end up meeting up, and that's about all I need to know. This is one of the books I got as a LitJoy Crate book. Obviously, I'm no longer subscribed to them. This sounds like it's going to be kind of like really angsty, and there's going to be some like rivals or begrudging allies to lovers, and I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. Right, the second round of books that I I want to get to is I want to get to The Roses of May by Dot Hutchison. This is the second book in the Collector's series. I'm trying to get to the last book, and so I had this thing where I was like, despite the fact that I have not done this for any of the other books, which is reread the book that came before, since it's the culmination of the whole series, I kind of wanted to reread this series. So I've reread The Butterfly Garden multiple times. I love it. It's disturbing as can be, but I love it. And so now it's time to reread The Roses of May, and once I do that, I can move on to the next book, but like this is the one that's going to be the focus this quarter, and we'll see where we go from there because I have another one that's much more timely because the next book is coming out. Okay, so the next 3 we can just hold up all at once, and that is the Witchlands series by Susan Dennard. I absolutely adored the series when I first read it, and so I'm ready to reread it again, and I want to reread it in time for Witch Shadow to come out because that's the next book that comes out in June, I think. So I need to read, like, it'll need to be like April, May, June, something like that. I don't know if I can get my hands on a copy of Sight Witch, I will reread that as well, but I don't think that's quite as important to rereading all of these. So it's time. We'll shape this up a little more. Don't ask me what the blue or the coral or the pink mean anymore because I don't remember. And I'm not picking from them because I'm trying to get through my TBR, my actual, like, physical TBR, because I bought books. Like, here, we got one. Okay, I bought, oh, that's 2. 2 for the price of 1. I bought books, and I need to make some room up there. Anyways. Okay, so the next one we need to look for is That Inevitable Victorian Thing. And then, hold on, I'm just going to do all 3 so I can just get up once. Let's see, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Okay, and just get one that's all the way down at the bottom there. There we go. Probably going to regret that. A Dress for the Wicked. First one we picked up was That Inevitable Victorian Thing by E.K. Johnston. I don't really need to know much about this book except that it's purple, and I've heard good things about E.K. Johnston. Also, apparently, oh, okay, well, duh, it's Victorian. I'm not entirely sure what is going on in this synopsis. There's stuff about genetics, and I think she's in Canada, and there are American pirates and geneticists. So, okay. Next book we had was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsen. I actually have no idea what this is about, and it's not, I understand that it's some sort of like, almost like a, not James Bond type, but like Jason Bourne type situation, but with a girl who has a dragon tattoo. Apparently we're looking for someone who disappeared years and years ago, is being aided by punk project Lisbeth Salander. We'll see how far I actually make it into this book. I might also see if I can find a different copy of this book because, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with mass market paperbacks, but they do hurt my hand. And then the final one is A Address for the Wicked by Autumn Krell. Oh, this is about the girl that she's from like this small little town, and she's trying to get into like the most renowned fashion house of some sort. I think there's a contest involved. Sounds like Project Runway meets Cinderella. Hopefully, when we get to my check-in at the end of the year of my physical TBR that I'm supposed to be doing on a regular basis, a yearly basis, there will be less of those up there, or at least less of the ones that are up there. So if you're feeling chatty, let me know in the comments what you're planning on reading over this next quarter, like April, May, June. What are kind of like your reading plans? What's stuff that you're interested in reading? Have you read any of these books? There are so many books on this, what is the word? End table. So many books. Anyways, if you are not feeling chatty, leave me an emoji that you think exemplifies the spring-summer mix that is April, May, June, because I can't be bothered to actually make regular season TBRs. I have to go by quarters because it all needs to happen in the same year. That's just who I am as a person. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will also have other videos over here. I'll have my other TBR video, the Avengers announcement for April, up here so you can watch and see what those books are going to be. Maybe I will cross over some. I'm not sure. If I can, I will, because I haven't filmed that one yet, and I'm not filming it yet because I'm trying to actually, like, get some stuff done. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!